We are right on the edge of a huge shift in how we use the internet. A change where AI doesn't just go find stuff for us, it actually does stuff. And believe me, nowhere is this going to be a bigger deal than in the world of online shopping.
So the question, how is an AI actually going to buy something for me? Well, that's not science fiction anymore. The answer is here, and it's built on a brand new fundamental piece of tech that's designed to make AI-powered shopping a real thing for all of us. Now, to really get what's happening, you have to see this as the final piece of a much bigger puzzle. See, Google has been building out a whole series of these foundational protocols for its AI agents. It kicked off with MCP, which gave agents access to tools. Then came A2A, so agents could talk to each other, and AP2 to handle payments. And now we have the last and maybe the most important piece, UCP, the Universal Commerce Protocol. Okay, so what is the Universal Commerce Protocol? At its heart, it's a total rethink of how buying and selling is going to work in a world run by AI. The number one thing to get here is that UCP is an open standard. This isn't some proprietary Google product they're locking down. The best way to think of it is like a universal translator. It creates one common language that all these different AI agents, businesses, and payment systems can use to talk to each other fluently about, well, shopping. And to make sure this thing actually worked in the real world, Google didn't just build it in a vacuum. Nope, they co-developed it with some of the heaviest hitters in retail. When you have giants like Shopify, Target, and Walmart involved from the very beginning, that's a huge signal of massive industry buy-in. It means this thing has a clear runway for widespread adoption. But that kind of brings up a good question. Why did we even need a new protocol in the first place? Well, the answer is all about fixing the absolute tangled mess of fragmentation that is online retail today. Right now, every platform is its own walled garden. If you're a retailer, you have to build custom code for Google Shopping, for every social media platform, and pretty soon, for every different AI assistant out there. UCP just comes in and smashes those walls down. It creates a single, open standard so a business can list its products one time and have them be available, well, everywhere. This really gets to the heart of the problem, which is discoverability. Right now, having an AI just browse the web for a product can be pretty hit or miss. But by creating a standardized way for businesses to describe what they're selling, USCP makes sure that AI agents can find and show you the right products efficiently and reliably every single time. So, how does this whole thing work in the real world? It actually breaks down the entire shopping journey into 3 really clear and logical steps. First up is discovery. That's where the agent uses the UCP standard to find what you're looking for. Second, it manages a universal shopping cart. And finally, it handles the actual purchase, making the checkout and payment totally seamless. It's a complete end-to-end system. And this isn't some secret black box. Because it's an open protocol, the entire spec is published for anyone to see at ucp.dev. Developers can jump in right now, get all the documentation, the schema references, and there's even a playground where they can start building with it immediately. You have to understand this protocol is so much more than just a technical document. It's a critical piece of a much, much larger strategic play for the entire future of retail. And Google is being very direct about this. UCP is going to be the engine behind new checkout features inside their biggest products, like the AI mode in search and the Gemini app. We're talking hundreds of millions of users on these platforms, which gives retailers a pretty powerful reason to adopt this standard right away. On top of the protocol, Google also announced this really cool feature called Business Agents. This lets you, the shopper, chat directly with a brand right there in the search results. You'll be talking to a virtual sales assistant that can answer your questions in that brand's unique voice and tone. It's a completely new way to interact, all built on top of this ecosystem. So when you step back, it's pretty clear this is a win-win-win. For retailers, it's universal access to this whole new world of AI shoppers. For developers, it's one clean standard to build for, which gets rid of a ton of complexity. And for you and me, the consumers, it promises a future where shopping with AI is just easy and frictionless. Ultimately, what this all comes down to is this. The next massive leap in online retail isn't just about making AI smarter. It's about building the fundamental language that allows AI, retailers, and all of us to communicate without any friction. And that language is the Universal Commerce Protocol.